Welcome everyone, welcome to the daily West Ham news update. Got 3-4 small stories to share with you guys. Starting off with Cornet. Cornet has got I don't know why I'm wearing the bloody headphones, doing so many things at once. Anyway, yeah, so Cornet's picked up a hamstring injury. He's estimated to be out for about a month. For me, it's not good on a personal front, but it's a no-no story for me. Even if he was fully fit, David Moyes is not going to use him, right? So, but just for information purposes, he's got a hamstring injury, and I wonder where he picked it up because he hardly plays. So, yeah, a bit miffed about that, but he's out for about a month. Alvarez, big concern for me, as I've highlighted in my last two shows, certainly after the Villa game. The man is getting booked every single match. What I didn't know was that he's banned for 3 games. So I know about the 2 in the league with Newcastle Spurs. He's actually out the first leg against Leverkusen, which is a huge blow. But it's a huge blow if any of those 11 are missing, like I said, because we don't have like-for-like replacements on the bench, or certainly within the squad. So Alvarez is going to be missing from those 2 league games and the first leg at Leverkusen. I think that's a huge miss. I think we'd struggle with 1 or 2 anyway. But we're going to struggle in that one. We'll see what happens. Calvin Phillips is in no way, in any shape or form, ready to play in any match. So I'm really worried about that. In terms of the ownership, you know, these kind of stories come up now and again. So this morning, Sean Whetstone of Claret and Hugh yesterday, and certainly this morning, is mentioning from his inside sources that the Gold family shares have been more or less up for sale since November. I thought there was a lot of legal wrangle over the will, and takes time to get the things out the estate and things like that, because his daughter passed away, he passed away, and then got one daughter left. The husband and the daughter on the board, but whether they want to carry on long term, we don't know. So it's a mixture of the shares are kind of available out there, 25% I think. So whether Sullivan wants them or Kretinsky wants them, we don't know. But what's coming to light is that West Ham, which I thought was the case, I don't think Sullivan is able to or willing to invest any more money into the club, really. So he wants to follow the Man United model. They're looking for an investor to come in, inject more funds, and then give them about 25%. So whether that's from the Gold allotment or Kretinsky's or Sullivan's, we don't know. But one name, Sheikh Jassim, has come to light. This is the fellow who tried to buy Man United. The family wealth that he's got is 215 billion. Obviously, Sullivan and most owners cannot match that. But the stories seem to be some substance building up, and it looks quite possible, because I don't think Sullivan's able to really push the club any further up to where we are. So, you know, we need a ground issue solved. We need more investment in the training ground. And we're not going to find Declan Rice every year to sell for 100, 500 million, whatever. So longer term, if we want to keep pushing, we want to keep hold of our really good players, they're looking for the Sheikh or someone of his financial stature to come in and get 25% to him, and he injects further funds into the club, really. So that's that news. And then I know in my final word show this morning, I didn't really touch upon the VAR issue from yesterday's game, really. So without really looking to any more since yesterday, I'm kind of going to stick to what I said, which is that it probably did hit Souček's hand, or did it hit Bowen's hand? I'm not sure. Probably. But there's no 100% proof that it did, because the post is in the way of the camera angle. That's why it took a record 5 minutes. I reckon that's the record it's taken, how long VAR to make a decision. And it's because there's no angle that gave them a clear 100% proof that it happened. Clear and concise, there wasn't. They just more or less have gone with the likely scenario, which they shouldn't have, because if they're not 100% sure, which they're not, you can't be 100% with that angle. The post is covering Souček's arm and body, so if it's hit his hand, you can't see it because the post is in the way of that angle. That's what took so long. So if you're not 100% certain, you got to give the goal to the attacking team, right? That's kind of the rules. If you remember the Bowen goal against Arsenal this season, the argument about whether the ball went over the line or not, again, that took a long time, but they gave it because there was no concise angle that gave them 100% that it did or it didn't. So they gave it to West Ham. So again, VAR lawn to themselves, and and I didn't realise, forgot we had 3 goals disallowed in that Villa game, really. So VAR continues to play games. I like to perhaps think that things are kind of leveled up during the season. I think we've had one or two goals before Christmas that we weren't sure and we were given them. So perhaps we'll get a bit of luck in the coming games. We'll see what that happens, really. So I think that's the kind of main news from me today. The Cornet injury, Alvarez frustrating 3-game suspension. Maybe we are looking for an investor, maybe from the Middle East region, to come in, 25% allocation, get more money into the club. And then VAR, wrong decision from my point of view, because up to now I haven't seen a clear angle, clear shot, because I don't think there's one there. They took a probable guess, which they shouldn't have done. But yeah, that's it from me. Hope you guys have a good Monday, and I'll catch up with another show soon. Take care, everyone.